the longer we stay in the chase and the further away the thing that we are chasing seems to get. We get tired, we get frustrated, we grow weary. But it's in that moment, you guys, it's when we have to go back to the reason why we started the chase in the first place. Hello, everyone. I am Deborah. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's message. I hope that this message will help you if you are at a point where you just feel like throwing up your hands and giving up because the thing that you are chasing, which probably is a dream, it's a goal, it's an aspiration, seems to be out of grasp. And that is exactly where I have been. I've been struggling with it. It's been a challenge for me, but I got myself in a place of quiet and peace and calm and thought about it. And I realized that this message is for me as well. Go back to why you started this chase in the first place. And I figured if I shared it with you, then it will build you up, encourage you, and also at the same time, build me up and encourage me as well. So you guys, let me just go back to why I started the chase. So about 4 years ago, I asked for something that I thought that I was worthy of. Matter of fact, I knew that I was worthy of this thing. And I knew that I had to ask for it because it was not being given to me freely. And what I decided to do is to put together my case as to the reasons why I was worthy of this thing. So it wasn't me just asking for it. It was me asking for it, but also presenting evidence as to the reason why I was deserving of it, you guys. So I knew what it was that I wanted. I put together the reasons why I was deserving of what it is that I wanted so that I would give myself a fair chance of getting what it was that I wanted. So I did all this and I put together a very compelling, tight case and I presented it to the person that needed to do the giving, so to speak. And I have to say, I was shot down like an enemy plane. Let's just cut to the. I was shot down like an enemy plane. And I knew in that moment that had my evidence, my case, been given to a jury of my peers, that I knew without question, without doubt, that I would have been awarded favorably as far as what it is that I was asking. But that was not the case. My case, my evidence was given to one person, and this one person determined whether or not I was going to get what I was asking. And therein lies the problem, you guys. My fate, was determined by one person. One person. And in that moment, I made the decision that that was no longer going to be my story. That was no longer going to be my narrative because I deserved better. So in all of that, my anger turned into action. And let me tell you guys, we get angry at situations, at things, and we're human. So it's okay to feel them, but it's not okay to stay there, which is exactly what I did, I felt the anger, I felt the frustration. I went through the emotions, but I am not one, to linger in that stuff because that stuff takes energy as well. And I was not willing to give any energy to those things that were not going to help me. So I turned it into action. And that action being taking one of the things that I said I was going to do in my life, and that was start a YouTube channel, take it off the shelf, dust it off, and figure out how to make this thing work. Because again, I was no longer going to allow anybody to determine what my future was going to look like. So I did exactly that, you guys. And then here we are. It started off as being, I've got something to say. So my channel has gone through a few iterations, but it started off with being, I've got something to say. Then it turned into a reaction channel. And then I splintered off from that and I created two channels. One being, I've got something to say reactions. And the second one being, I've got something to say being more of my life. You know, it started off being recipes because I was going through this phase of 50s and trying to figure things out as far as my body was concerned. And then from the food videos, it also turned into the exercise videos. And then when I turned 60, which was just a few months ago, I changed the channel names because I wanted to be more indicative of where I am right now in my life. So this is the message that I wanted to bring to you all today, you guys. In the midst of the chaos, the storm of things like not feeling like is going in the direction that you want it to go in. And maybe it's not going there fast enough, which is exactly the way I feel about things. Okay. But don't throw in the towel. Don't give up, because you have to think about the alternative to your throwing in the towel and your giving up. And that is going back to where you were at the time that when you started to start this chase in the first place. And that is not a viable option for me. And also, you guys, I believe that there is a space for me in this vast world called YouTube. And the reason being is because there's one me, there's one Deborah's point of view, and there's gazillions of people out there that I might be able to help. So that is my message for you guys today. If you've got a dream, you've got goals, you got aspirations, let this be the day, okay, that you take it off that shelf, you blow off the dust, okay, and you press play on it. I promise you, you will not regret it. So you guys, that is my message. I thank you all so very much for being here. It was very impromptu. It was not something I had planned on doing, but I woke up this morning after a few days. My husband and I went on a staycation. That is part of prioritizing me. We went on a very impromptu staycation. It was refreshing. It was replenishing. And again, I woke up today with a sense of clarity as far as what it is that I needed to do right now as far as me, my channel is concerned. And one of the things that I know with certainty that I will not do is I will not give up on my dream called YouTube. So I want to thank you all so very much for being here. If there's something that you would like me to bring to you, you guys, leave it in the comments. I need to hear. I need to hear what it is that you would like to see, hear, what it is that you're going through that perhaps you want to share with the rest of us, because again, we are a community of sharing. So let's share. So you guys, on that note, I wish you all a very good day, and you remember to make it your own kind of special, and I'll see you soon.